Dear students, now let us go into more mechanistic details of the process of electron transport chain or functioning of electron transport chain. You know, as I have already told you, that the electron transport chain is composed of 4 complexes, the complex 1, complex 2, 3 and complex 4. Electrons move from one complex to the other, and the first electron donors here are the donors which are coming from the metabolic pathways. For instance, NADH and FADH2 come from specifically from Krebs cycle and also from the glycolysis. The proton complexes are structurally made in a way that they can carry the electrons and give the electrons to the next complex, and which ultimately leads to the generation of ATP. Proton pumping, actually, before coming to it, you should ask yourself why we need the electron movement. I mean, for what purpose we need the electrons to move in the electron transport chain. Actually, what happens is that, if you remember, that the electron flow from the complex 1 to and complex 2 to the coenzyme Q, and from coenzyme Q to the complex 3 and then complex 4, and at the end of the day there is a terminal oxygen which receives the electrons and gives rise to the formation of water. So, what is the purpose of all this process? Is the only function of ETC is to give at the end of the day water? Maybe not. So, what actually happens that when the electrons are moving from their through the gradient of the redox potential, they really give rise to energy, and this energy is then used in the pumping of the protons which are present in the matrix. Keep in mind the ETC is taking place in the inner mitochondrial membrane, and inner mitochondrial membrane is in direct contact with whatever is happening in the matrix. These protons are coming from the matrix, and because of the pumping of the protons, what actually happens, that a gradient is formed, that is more and more protons move from the matrix towards the inner mitochondrial membrane. So, that in the vicinity of the inner mitochondrial membrane you will have more and more protons, and this gradient then helps later on in the formation of ATP. You can see in this animation here that how the not only you are seeing the structural aspects of the mitochondria, you can also see that how electrons move from one complex to the other complex, and in this way you get the proton pumping. Let us see this animation with little bit more by zooming it little bit more. So, let us zoom in this animation a little bit more, so that you can see it more clearly. This is the mitochondrial structure you can see, and these are the inner and outer membranes, and you can see here the 4 complexes, complex 1, complex 2, complex 3, complex 4, and NADH and FADH2 comes here as the electron donors. They give the electron, and electron move from 1 to 3 and the 4th complex, and as a result of this movement the energy you get, and that energy is used in the pumping up of the protons. So, this is what the electron movement is providing to you. Now, let us ponder, आए कुछ सवाल करें और सवाल यहाँ बनते हैं. From where the protons are coming? कहाँ से आ रहे हैं ये protons? how electron movement leads to the pumping of the protons. Think a little bit more, not because electrons are moving from one complex to the other and they are helping in the pumping of the proton. No sir, this is not the answer. What actually is providing here, what is being given out of that movement of the electrons that the protons are pumped out, what is being provided here by the movement of the electrons, that is the question. What actually is meant by proton gradient? We talk so many proton gradient is formed, that gradient is formed, that gradient, but what actually gradient means here? And of course, you should also think that what is the benefit of a gradient. Why we require, and this is the question which is connected with the previous one, why we require gradient at all? Think about different laws of thermodynamics and maybe you will be able to answer it, but you have to also think this in the context of the ETC, electron transport chain.